So this is the living room. As you can see, none of the walls are painted. The ceiling's quite low, and then you can't really see because there's boxes over it, but there is a stain on here which the removal service said looked like a murder scene. Not a murder scene, but like somebody had been murdered in here. Which wasn't exactly what I wanted to hear, but I think it was just a joke. There aren't any curtains on the windows. This is the only wall that's been painted. There is some damage to the ceiling over here. I don't know if that's damp. It looks a bit like it might be damp. Not sure though. And over here as well. And then no curtains on this window either. Some dust and debris. I don't think the flat was cleaned before I moved in. Otherwise there wouldn't be dust on the floor. There. I'd have to move stuff to get into the storage cupboards, but I'll show you the other rooms first. There's like a attic space up there. And then this is the bathroom. There's no hot water because of the fact that the gas hasn't been turned on yet. But yeah, this is the bathroom. Nothing very noteworthy in here, to be honest. And then this is my son's room, which hasn't been furnished yet. As you can see, there's a lot of sort of marks on the walls. Some marks up here. Up there by the door. There's no lampshades. Skylight window. Some sort of surface level damage to the walls over here. I don't know if that's damp or not. And then there's again not that much noteworthy in here. And then we can go into my room, which is here. So as you can see, there's lots of things going on. So I've been menstruating, so there are some stains on the bed and a big blood clot on the floor. Usually this wouldn't have happened, but there's no hot water or gas supply in the property because the boiler wasn't uncapped. So therefore I've not been able to have a bath. I've got polycystic ovarian syndrome, so I have a very heavy bleed every month, and yeah, it's like stains like that on the floor and over there. And I haven't been able to manage my health conditions because there's no hot water, so I've not been able to do any laundry to wash these because there's no hot water. Nobody helped me carry my washing machine up the stairs, so that's the product of women's health neglect. But there we go. What can you do? You just have to try your best to get on with it. Stay warm in jumpers and eat lots of food. Crack on the wall over there and over there. The main problems are just all the exposed flooring, like over there. Doesn't look particularly nice. But yeah, I mean, no lampshades. The doors are okay. There's not too much damage to the doors, which is at least one good thing. And then we go over here. I'm just gonna have to move this stuff over to here. Just bear with me, I'm currently in quite a lot of discomfort with very, very sore lower back and exhaustion from my cycle, and my muscles are very stiff because usually I have a bath and Epsom salts every day to manage my leg injuries and nerve damage in my feet, but I've not been able to do that because there's no hot water. So, and I was doing a lot of manual heavy lifting, all the items up on Thursday and Friday, so I could have done with a bath, but again, what can you do? As such is life. This is a storage cupboard, again about the same size as the cupboard I had in my old flat, which is good. I mean, the only extra good thing is there is an extra room, so to be honest there will be a bit of space for my belongings, but I was hoping to potentially make this a room for my son, to be honest, like a playroom and for him, like a nursery for him. That's what I'd like to do, and then just have the 2 bedrooms for me and my stuff, really. That is actually my plan, but we'll see how it goes. And then in here we have the boiler room. So the boiler's not connected to the gas supply. So for example, just keep the door stuff away. For example, just a second, let me try and go. The boiler's actually switched on. That's the timer. The actual meter is, I found out in here when an engineer came round to switch on the electricity. He also just looked at the boiler and said the gas supply wasn't connected, but it's switched on, and as you can see, there is no heat from the radiator because my hand is there and it's not burning. So there's no hot water. Something down there, I don't really know what that is, but it looks like quite an old boiler system. But strange though, because the pressure's up, it's just there's no heat. No heat whatsoever, it's very odd. But yeah. So there's a bit of damage around there as well at the top. But I think the light works, at least the light works in this flat properly. It doesn't, not something wrong with the starter, it's raining at the moment. But yeah, so that's about it. There are some stairs that lead down, which have got some damage on them. But at least there's a handrail, actually. There is a handrail, at least on these steps. I'm not sure if there is on the next steps down. And then this is the intercom, the dialer for the heater. And yeah, that is my humble abode, set with a room for more space, for yoga. A little bit bigger than my previous living room, which is good. So hopefully we can get set up in this flat. I haven't got off on a very good start with the housing association due to the fact that there's been no heating all weekend and I'm on my period, I'm menstruating, and I'm a single mother, and it's very uncomfortable. I've also got irritable bowel syndrome, gastroesophageal reflux disease, Morton's neuroma, fibromyalgia, a ruptured ligament in my left leg, probably in my right knee, but not confirmed because I didn't do the x-ray on my right knee, just on the left, which confirmed it was ruptured. I've also got a calf issue, which has been diagnosed. I can't remember the name of it though. I've got retracted digits, Morton's neuroma, Achilles tendinopathy, plantar fasciopathy, fat pad atrophy in my feet, so equinus foot, cavus foot. So it's very uncomfortable for me when I can't be warm and have warm water to bathe because all my legs stiffen up, my lower back is killing me. I can barely walk, I haven't been able to leave the flat all day. And you know, I am pretty disabled right now, believe it or not. I may not look it, but I am it, and with all those health conditions, so yeah, not ideal. But But, you know, at least I'm not out on the streets, and at least I have food, because I had my universal credit today, so I just managed to buy some food, although I had really bad, like, gastroenteritis today as well, which was horrendous, like almost like I'd been poisoned with something, or I must have eaten something rancid, because it was really, like, one of the worst I've ever had. And it's like I want to just start unpacking, but I just don't have any motivation, because it's like, I don't know, it's just so hard when you're in this physical state. So hard to do anything. Bending down, energy. I don't even know if the heating would have made a difference, to be honest. I think I would have still probably felt the same, if not more tired, because of the fact that it was so warm. So I kind of feel like I'm just focusing on comfort right now. And I think on a day when there was some sun, and maybe on a day when I wasn't menstruating and when there was some heat, I'd be feeling a bit better. But anyway, that's the flat, everyone. See ya.